Hi, it's Mark again. I'm here at National Maker Faire at the University of District of Columbia. I'm in the Capital One booth with David and Carly. I've seen 3D printers and iPads and computers and duct tape, pretty much everything you want to see at a Maker Faire. But let's figure out what they're doing here and all the exciting things that they're having kids and attendees do. So David, you want to tell us a little bit about what's going on?
Yeah, so we're really excited to be here, just kind of sharing that we are makers as well, and just kind of telling our story. So we wanted to make sure that we had our different components of like engineering and tech and all the designers here, just so we can kind of, engage with the community, kind of tell our stories of how we're makers, and also just get people doing some fun, creative things.
So I guess that's the question. How are you makers? What are you making here?
Yeah, so we have activities that are kind of code-based, so we can have people that can design their own apps. We also have the duct tape wallets for the kids, and we also have these kind of robots that are kind of a step into programming, just getting people like involved in that first initial foray.
Sounds fantastic. Carly, what are you doing and what's exciting here for you?
Yeah, so I'm here. I'm part of our community team at Capital One, and as David mentioned, we have kids who are making apps, and that's actually part of what we call our C1 Coders program, where we teach middle school students how to actually develop their own mobile app. We have 500 kids across the country learning how to do it this spring, and all the Capital One associates teach, and they volunteer in the community to do that. It's actually part of our broader community strategy, which is called Future Edge, and we're investing $150 million over the next 5 years in skills for the 21st century, small business, and financial well-being, and all of that is kind of made up of makers. Really, that's what we see as the jobs of today and tomorrow are really makers like David and others we have at Capital One who are really creating those new jobs and those new things for us.
Those are just some staggering numbers to think about. I mean, the amount of children that you're going to be able to work with and teach to code and be makers is phenomenal. Well, I got a chance to play around with the iPads and the robots, and I just want to thank you so much for coming to National Maker Faire. If you're in the DC area, make sure you stop by the University of District of Columbia. It's a little hot, but we have some nice shade in the tents, and come check out everything Capital One's doing.